Timothy Mugg, hero of history. A stuffed wombat production.
This is the Shirehampton Stuffed Wombat Society with their performance of Timothy Mugg, Hero of History. Our story starts in a snug corner of a cosy old pub, where our stars, Major General Timothy Mugg and his old friend Dick Zung, have just reached an important stage in the evening's proceedings.
There you go, Zung. A second pint of the local microbrewery's finest.
Thanks, old boy.
And 2 bags of crinkle-cut, dry-roasted, cheese and onion-flavoured pretzel peanut crisps to last you till dinner time.
Excellent. I do like these traditional bar snacks.
Yes, everything else seems to be either vegetarian or vegan these days. Trying to make us all healthier, I suppose.
Well, phooey. Salty snacks, that's what you need in a pub. Makes you thirsty. Drink, snack, drink, snack, drink, snack. I think it's known as a virtuous circle.
Don't ever become health secretary, old boy.
No chance of that.
What do you make of the beer?
Not bad. What's it called again?
Fowler's Finest.
Bit boastful, but as I say, not bad.
According to the info on this beer mat of theirs, it's made by P. Fowler & Co. Interesting logo. Fowler is in more or less normal type, but the P is in huge type and full of curlicues and other flourishes. Explains their slogan, I suppose.
Which is?
We put the P in your pint.
Ugh.
Apparently it's their secret ingredient.
What is?
P.
I'm going off this pint very quickly.
No, P. P-E-A. As in the popular green vegetable. Widely considered a superfood now, you know.
You sound like John Major now.
Oh yes, not inconsiderably.
Very good. Anyway, now you've clarified what's in my pint, I'm enjoying it rather more.
Cheers.
Cheers. You know, I always think this is the best part of time in the pub.
What part's that, old boy?
The second pint. You see, the first pint is very much the settling in pint. Saying hello and how are you? Talking about the weather and one's ailments, what's been happening that day.
And the second pint?
The second pint is when all the small but enjoyable stuff is out of the way and one moves on to musing.
Musing?
Yes, moving on to talk much more widely around subjects, to let the conversation run and see where it goes, to take a conversational fork in the road and follow it, even if it comes to a dead end. And if it does, you simply regroup and set off again.
You're getting very philosophical, old boy.
Second pints do that to a chap.
You should write all this down. Zung's law of second pints sort of thing. I can see them teaching it at Cambridge. You'd be famous.
Ah, well, no. You see, my law of second pints also states that at this stage in proceedings, you're so relaxed about whether you're being taken seriously or not that you wouldn't even bother trying to write any of it down.
And so history misses out on one of the greatest works of philosophical thinking since Plato wrote his Republic.
Well, let's just say I'm philosophical about that.
Ha ha. I wish I'd thought of that, you know.
What? The theory of pints?
Yes, I'd quite like to leave behind some great work of knowledge or thought when I go. You know, like Epicurus or the Stoics or Marcus Aurelius. Can't see it happening, though.
Why ever not, old boy?
I haven't had any great thoughts.
Now, don't be hard on yourself. Look at all the great adventures you've had. Time travelling with a machine you built yourself. Meeting aliens, stepping into alternative realities, inventing all sorts of things, not to mention keeping your arch-nemesis, Count Adolf Brussel, in check to thwart all his crimes.
Yes, but we do all that in the quiet. Our adventures, and you've been at my side all the way, rarely make headlines. I mean, imagine if our exploits were turned into audio adventures and made available on a global internet site. Probably get millions of hits. But they aren't, and we just toddle on happy in our own obscurity. It's not a bad way to live, and frankly, I'm not sure I'd want worldwide fame right now. But I would like to feel I can leave something behind, something worth bookmarking in the Encyclopedia of Eternity.
Well, I'll tell you something, old boy.
What's that?
You're disproving another of Zung's law of pints, which is that things don't get maudlin until the third pint. Speaking of, fancy another?
No thanks, Zung. I think I'll call it a night. I want to get home and do some thinking. Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Ah, Zung, do come in.
Thanks. It sounded very urgent on the phone, so I raced straight round.
It is urgent. Come through to the living room and I'll show you.
Everything's all right, I trust.
I think I've cracked it.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Would you like to borrow my truss?
What? No, I mean, I think I've cracked what we were talking about in the pub last night.
Oh, that! What were we talking about in the pub last night?
My gift to history, you remember?
Ah, yes, it's coming back to me now. You were worried that... Good Lord, Mugg, what's all this?
Impressive, isn't it?
Your living room. It's almost entirely covered in sheets of paper. Everywhere I look, all I can see are reams and reams of A4. I assume your furniture and carpets are still under here somewhere.
Oh yes, don't worry about that. So what do you think?
This is your gift to history, is it?
Yep.
Is it some sort of new interior design thing? Because normally the paper goes on the walls, not all over the furniture.
It's not the paper itself, nitwit. It's what's written on it.
Oh yes, I see now. Every piece of paper has something written on it. Is it poetry? Some sort of haiku or limerick?
Much more important than that, old boy.
Look, I don't want you to think I'm slow on the uptake.
Heaven forfend.
But would you mind explaining exactly what is going on?
Happily. Our chat in the pub last night got me thinking about my legacy to future generations, and how my thoughts and insights can be preserved long after I've gone to the great pub in the sky.
Right.
And it was something that you said that inspired me.
It was?
Yes. You mentioned Marcus Aurelius. Now everyone knows that he wrote his Meditations, a series of notes on how he lived that are still relevant nearly 2,000 years after he died, purely for himself.
Yes, everyone knows that. Absolutely.
They were never intended for publication. They were simply a record for himself of his own personal credo. But they were collected and published after his death and became a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy.
And everyone knows that too. But what's it got to do with the pub and all this paperwork?
This, that when I got back from the pub, I realised that I'd been unwittingly recording all my own wisdom for many years.
You had?
Yes, not in writing as such, like Marcus Aurelius, but in this.
Why are you waving your phone at me?
Text messages.
Text messages?
Yes, I got to thinking about the thousands and thousands of text conversations I must have every year, and how they must be packed with my inner wisdom, my insights, my priceless and penetrating analysis of all the world's issues, great and small.
But why all the paper?
I printed them out.
You printed them out?
Yep.
How many?
All of them.
All of them? Going back how far?
Since I sent my first ever text message.
Well, I can certainly believe that, looking at all this paperwork, but crikey, how long did that take?
All night.
You must be knackered.
Sleep is for tortoises, as a great man once said. Anyway, I'm fired up with the energy from my great realisation.
And what are you going to do with it all?
Collate them, edit them, annotate them, and publish them. It'll be a sensation, like a new edition of the Bible. It'll make me immortal. And not only that, but immortal in my own lifetime.
Well, I suppose most people are immortal in their own lifetime, so to speak.
And you, old boy, have a key role to play in all this.
I do?
Yes, I'd like you to help me edit them.
Oh, right. Well, naturally, I'm very flattered.
Were you planning on doing anything for the next couple of years?
Next couple of...
That's how long I think it'll take.
Well, yes, I did actually have some plans for the next couple of years. I've got an appointment with Ketamine Kenny on Thursday, strictly medical, you know, and I have to take some of my suits of armour to the dry cleaners at the weekend.
Nothing important then. Good. I suggest we get down to work first thing tomorrow.
Oh, Lord. Very well, then.
Ah, Zung,
Good morning.
come right through.
Right. Mugg,
Yes, old boy?
don't think me rude,
Perish the thought.
but why is your hallway full of ducks?
What ducks?
These ducks.
They're not ducks.
Those are ducks.
They're geese.
They are ducks. I can tell the difference between a duck and a goose.
Oh, very well, yes, they're ducks. But can you pretend they're geese?
You want me to pretend these ducks are geese?
If you wouldn't mind. To be honest, I was hoping you wouldn't spot them.
Well, it's rather hard to miss them, given that they're absolutely everywhere.
Fair point. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind pretending they're geese, that would be lovely.
Please explain, old boy.
Well, you see, I thought it would help me get into a suitably Roman frame of mind for the recording of my great thoughts, just like Marcus Aurelius.
How so?
Well, as every schoolboy knows, the Romans kept geese as guard dogs. Well, guard birds, I suppose. Because they famously kick up a racket when anyone approaches. No chance of being robbed or caught unawares with your own feathery alarm system stationed outside.
Again, don't think me rude, but do you think anyone is likely to try to break into your flat and steal your text messages?
Yes.
Who?
The park warden?
The park warden?
Yes.
And why would the parkie want your text messages?
He wouldn't, as such, but he was furious when I took the geese.
Ducks?
Ducks from the pond, and I expect he'll want them back.
I see.
Took me ages to get them here. I had to leave a trail of stale bread all the way from the park to my front door. Then I had to weed out all the interlopers.
Interlopers?
Yes, crows, magpies, sparrows. I mean, I ask you, how good would a sparrow be as a guard dog?
Well, I suppose it could give you a nasty peck.
It would be rubbish.
Oh, yes, quite. Rubbish, as you say.
Same goes for chaffinches, pigeons, and don't get me started on the tits. Did I say something funny?
No.
Good. Right then, let's stop wasting time with the ornithology and get a move on. Come through to the living room and we can change into our togas.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, did you say togas?
Yes, here you are. Just slip off your suit of armour and pop that on. Oh, for God's sake, it's realism, isn't it? I'm trying to recreate the atmosphere of ancient Rome, hence the geese and the togas.
You'll be throwing me to the lions next.
Don't tempt me.
Anyway, this ancient Roman toga has a Marks and Spencer label in it. It's a bedsheet, isn't it?
It's a toga.
It's got elasticated corners.
All the best togas have elasticated corners for keeping your bits and pieces in.
Well, my bits and pieces feel particularly exposed right now.
Never mind all that. Take a seat and get ready for some work. Would you like some wine?
Bit early in the day for that, isn't it?
Ah, but the Romans didn't have tea or coffee, but they did have grapes. So I prepared this bucket full of mulled wine to keep things realistic.
Suddenly, things are looking up. But a bucket's not very classy, is it?
Nearest thing I could find to an amphora. Anyway, here's a glass. Cheers.
Cheers.
And so we start on what could be the greatest gift to civilization for millennia.
Right.
Right.
So, how exactly do we do this?
Yes, good point. I hadn't really thought about that. Just the outcome. Volumes of unsurpassed wisdom and my name immortalised forever.
And some enormous statues of you?
Oh, only a few, here and there. Maybe one in every major city.
Modest?
Humility is my middle name.
But I repeat, how do we do this?
I reckon it's simple. We just read through all my old text messages and note down the ones that are particularly insightful, prophetic, profound.
But there are thousands of them.
Better crack on then. Carpe diem.
Vanitas vanitatum, omnia vanitas. How long have we been going now?
90 minutes.
Is that all? Feels like I've been here all day.
Patience, old boy. It's like panning for gold. You don't find the biggest nugget straight away.
You rather gave me the opposite impression. I was expecting nuggets, as you call them, to be firing themselves at us from all directions. Thought we'd be beating them back with tennis rackets.
I must admit, there does seem to be a certain amount of chaff amongst the wheat.
It's all chaff as far as I can see, not a hint of wheat. Oh, I don't mean to be harsh, old boy. It's just that you were so enthusiastic. I was expecting your messages to be fizzing with wit, wisdom and wonderful words. Instead, it's all rather ordinary, more or less.
More or less?
Well, I have spotted one or two intriguing messages.
Oh, this sounds more hopeful.
Not intriguing in that way, I'm afraid.
In what way?
Intriguing to me, personally. Take this one here, for example, from someone who knows you rather well, I'd guess.
Read it out to me.
OK, it says...
Hello, naughty boy.
Ah.
I've got a couple of juicy ones for you.
Care to explain?
Yes. Well,
Do go on, naughty boy. A couple of juicy ones? I mean, who on earth was that from?
Probably the greengrocer.
Mr. Patel?
Yes. Probably putting aside a couple of, melons for me.
I have never heard Mr. Patel refer to anyone, least of all you, as naughty boy.
Well, Mrs. Patel then.
Come off it. That would be like the Pope doing a few Bernard Manning jokes at Easter Sunday Mass.
Yes, all right then. It's not the Patels. It's someone else.
Whose name you deliberately didn't save into your phone. Mugg, you saucy old thing. I don't know about publishing your collected wisdom, but we're well on the way to Confessions of a Mucky Major General.
Look, can we just move on? This is wasting time. Did you spot anything else?
Well, this one caught my eye.
Read it out.
Hello, naughty boy.
Oh, God, not her again.
Sorry, old boy, I couldn't help it. Let me see. Yes, this text piqued my interest.
Hello, Major General Mugg. This is Miss Notha.
That's Miss Lovelace's young scientific assistant, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm just texting to pass on a message from Miss Lovelace while she's at a computing conference in Basel. She's asked me to remind you about the payment for the... Well, she calls it a Tim machine, but I think she means time machine, which she built for you.
Oh.
She says there's no rush, but it has been some years now, and she wouldn't like to have to factor in any compound interest. Oh, and she says not to worry, she hasn't mentioned anything to Mr. Zung.
Mr. Zung? You know, I think that could very well be a reference to me.
I can explain.
I'm all ears. I mean, to the outsider, it might sound like the time machine you said you built and took all the credit for was actually built by Miss Lovelace.
Well, what happened, you see?
And that a certain Mr. Zung, i.e. me, wasn't meant to know anything about it.
Yes, I admit, it could sound like that. Very much like that. But that text is, capable of different explanation.
Which is?
Which is that although it sounds like Miss Lovelace built the time machine and I asked her not to tell anyone, the entire project is in fact my own work, with just a little technical help from Miss Lovelace.
Does this little technical help involve her building the whole time machine from scratch, using her own scientific genius?
Up to a point, but the original idea was mine.
A bit like the way perhaps Roman emperors came up with the idea for a grand building here and there, but someone else, in fact anyone but the emperor, did all the actual designing and building work?
A bit like that, yes.
Seems to me there might be more to this Roman thing you've got going on than meets the eye. In fact, the more I think of it, the more I can see you standing on the steps of the Forum, a laurel wreath on your head and your bedsheet.
Toga?
Bedsheet trimmed with purple, declaiming away to the masses, while an army of underlings do all the work. Not unlike, now I come to think of it, you getting me to plough through all these old text messages for you for hours on end, looking for some wheat among the chaff, and achieving nothing but adding to the world's stockpiles of chaff.
Oh, come on, son. I'm sure that just a few more days of research will help us strike gold.
Days? Gold?
I knew you'd see it my way. Come on, back to work.
Oh, very well. Tell you what, some more of that mulled wine might help.
Give me your glass, then.
Never mind the glass, just pass me the bucket. It's the only way I'm going to get through this.
Son, old chap. I say, son, old chap.
Eh? What? Hello? Is that you, Nanny? Oh, Mugg, it's you. What time is it?
It's just gone 11 a.m.
11 a.m.?
On Tuesday.
Tuesday? But that's 2 days after I came round to yours.
Well, you did drink a bucket of mulled wine all by yourself. Quite the sleep aid, it turns out.
What have you been doing all this time? And, if I may be so rude, why do you look so terrible?
I've not slept. I spent 48 hours combing through my old text messages.
Crikey. And how many golden thoughts and nuggets of wisdom have you discovered?
Well, in broad terms, and leaving out anything that might be regarded as trite or a platitude or a cliché or something that someone else might have already said, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Zip. Diddly and also squat.
Oh, Mugg.
Oh, don't feel sorry for me. I realise now that I was on a fool's errand. But sometimes in life you just have to dive into something feet first, and it's not until you're treading water that you realise you're getting your fingers burnt.
Quite. Well put.
So I vote that we change out of these bedsheets.
Togas?
Bedsheets. Zung bedsheets. We change back into our normal clothes, or suit of armour in your case, gather up all the printed out text and make a big bonfire of them.
And we'd better take all the ducks back to the park?
No need. The parky came round while you were sleeping and reclaimed them all.
Oh dear. I hope there wasn't a scene.
He was surprisingly nice about it when I explained what had happened.
Really? You amaze me.
It's true. He said omnia genera ad mundum creandum capit.
He said what now?
It takes all sorts to make a world.
What a very philosophical park keeper.
To which I can only add, rediamus ad taberna. Let's go back to the pub.
Mugg, old boy, that's the wisest thing you've said all day. Timothy Mugg, Hero of History, was written by Richard Hall and starred Tim Reed as Timothy Mugg. Richard Hall was the announcer and Dick Zung, Sam Scarf was the voice, and Sarah Gorton was Miss Nova. Sound effects were positively historic, and it was a stuffed Wombat production.